Hi, this is Fleur from Fleurs by Design, and I'm just going to walk you through all the projects that I've done for February's Scrapbook Nerd projects, which was the Maggie Holmes collection. So I actually ended up doing 2 layouts and a couple other small projects like a mini album, so I'm just going to walk you through them one at a time. So I'll go through the layouts first. This first layout I only had the 6x6 paper pad, so I took a sheet of the couple of different patterns and did a layout. This is of my husband performing at a open mic coffee shop event. He hasn't performed in a really long time, but he's been a musician his whole life. So I used the memories and captured gold glitter thicker words, which I love, and basically I just decorated the 2 with the photos, and then I did the opposite with the tags and some chipboard embellishments. So here you can see the chipboard camera, and then I just added a little bit of journaling here on this tag here. So it's just a really simple, came together really quickly layout. And then I also added a couple of strips here in the middle just to kind of break it up a little bit. But that was it, my first layout, memories captured of my husband. The second layout I did was of a photo from Christmas of me, my mom, and the boys. And all I did for this one is I took over a bunch of leftover strips from the 6x6 paper pad. These are the top strips here, and then from another project you'll see later I had these strips of hearts left over, so I kind of alternated between those and the strips, and I created this left hand side. And then to cover up the holes, which, because I don't know if you know that when most of the 6x6 pads have a little hole on that strip, I just did a layer of the beautiful flowers. And there's the vellum flowers you can see here. This one's a vellum one. There's the die cut flowers. There's flowers that have the gold foil. They're just beautiful, this collection pack that came with the Maggie Holmes collection of just all flowers. So I just added the flowers down the side. I did a little bit of layers here underneath the photo, just again 6x6 paper pad. I used the chipboard banner at the top, and I used the Love This glitter words, and I added some black and gold. I think the black was Mr. Huey's and the gold was Heidi Swap. So that's my second layout. And then I really wanted to make something for my one little word this year, and my one little word this year is heart. And I wanted something to put up on my wall that I would remember my word, and I just cut out little hearts. This is the positives from the negatives from the last layout, and that was the only kind of thing I could find that had heart on it, so happy heart. I just put that on there, and it's just a little canvas that I got at Michael's. And then dance competition season is coming up, and I decided that I don't know if you'll be able to see these very well because of the plastic, but I made some little dance kits. These are from my friends, so they're filled with just emergency stuff like a tensor bandage, bandages, some wrap, some nail files, there's a sewing kit in there, some Q-tips, some paper or bobby pins, all kinds of things that if you have girls and you're in the dance mom world, you kind of know. My son's a boy, but I made these for my friends who all have girls. And how I decorate the front, I just cut down a piece of pattern paper to go on the front, and I used some washi tape and again the flowers, and just used some gold glitter words to spell out the word dance. So I've done 2, and I'm going to make about 4 of these because I have about 4 friends that I'll make them for. So this is just another version, just different pattern paper with the different color flowers. So same thing on the inside, some bobby pins and sewing kit and stuff. So those were really fun to make. And my last project, which is always one of my favorite things to do, is a mini album. So I've really wanted to do a mini album about me for a really long time, and I've just never gotten around to it. And when I saw the chipboard that had the My Story, I knew right away I wanted to start. This is not finished. I've been leaving empty spots so I can finish it later, but it's just going to be, this is going to be about me. So the first page is just my favorite picture of me from when I was about 2. My name is Fleur, which means flower, so the flowers were perfect for that first layout there. On the second page, I used the 6x6 house paper, and I basically just wrote about all the different places I've lived up till now. So I was born in Africa, and then we moved to Wales, and then we moved to Canada, and now I live in BC. So it's kind of just an overview of where I've lived. Then I started going through. I don't have a lot of pictures from me when I was a kid because we didn't have a camera, so I'm hoping to try and get a few, and then I'll just add some extra pages here. But this is kind of the first when I started taking pictures again myself, because I got a Polaroid camera. This is me with my first car when I was 16. My dad bought me a Firebird, and then this is me at graduation. I graduated at 17 from Luther High School, so this is me and my mom and dad the day of graduation. And then I've left a couple spots blank. Like I said, I'm going to add a few more pages. This is from when I got married, July 27, 1991, with my husband Michael. And again, I'm going to leave some blank pages. This is the birth of my second son, Lyndon. Oh, I put those out of order. There you go. So this is the birth of my second son, Lyndon, which was the same day as I'm born in 2003. And I'll have to move these around because this is the birth of my first son, Reese, and that was in 1999. So those pages are just out of order, which I'll change. And then the last one is just the most current picture of me that I've taken, and just my story on the end. So that'll be the end page, but I've left it, I've just tied it with some twine for now so that I can keep adding pages as I go along. But that's it for today. I'm going to share one more video with you, which will be my tutorial video, which you'll see probably next week. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.